And also, one last thing, there was an image, I mean, I was there for it, and then it was redacted. I call it Redact, Redact. It was almost like a little purple haze, like a red purple haze in the sky in the front of this location, which is where I was brought back, or at least where I lived part of my I just arrived. This is what the scene looked like. And Nikkieonus came in his, I don't know what name he used though. He was in a black uniform with 3 white stripes. Well, they kind of went up and then down on the uniform. And then he kissed me. He says, "You ready to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And then all of a sudden he goes. But and then we had a few conversations and a few kisses, and then all of a sudden he just beams out and up, and I disintegrate straight into the ground, like vapor. Anybody want to explain to humans what that means? Because I know I'm special, but I don't know why you're fucking around with my equipment this badly and making it like I did something wrong. I don't really get any of you. I just don't. I mean, I don't get the point in any of this. I don't see why this is just mental torture. It's mental torture on me to try to work in a concentration camp where nothing fucking matters and none of you are fucking helpful. And all of you seem to speak words but mean absolutely nothing, nor are you able to translate what the message the other person even says. I mean, if I go up to a stranger and I go, peanut butter, cookies, and shit, I have a better chance of them going, wait, what? Wait, now I'm paying attention. What did you mean by that? Right, yeah, see? But I go up to them and I'm like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? It's you're on automatic. Oh, me, I'm fine. And it's anybody else notice that the world's on fucking fire? Nobody gave a shit for the last 40 years, and I want the fuck out, and nobody let me leave? Anybody knows that? Right, yeah. I don't know what you did to my equipment, but I know there's a whole layer of all of what you call the colostomy bag that Alice Mirza and her Pueblo people fucking brought to the table. They were sitting on LILO and Stitch's nice couch cushion. That's LILO and STICH, right? It's on a colostomy bag that they really surf. And sometimes they stop and the bag breaks and the shit goes flying and all over the place. And then they're like, oh my, I guess I gotta let that fly. Okay. Just human, it's a human mistake. Right, yeah, things are really getting bad with 4 decades of you shitbags literally letting the colostomies slide all over the fucking place and not holding any of them responsible or accountable and hiding from the one white chick. Seriously. So I don't really know, again, how quickly can you Redact me the fuck out of here and beam me up into a spaceship and oh right, I'm supposed to ask about a toadstool. TOAD. It used to be a TO and then an AB stool. But then Alice and her all ladies shitbags of making one future lady who's not like them suffer in some suffrage act of 1919 of what the fuck is wrong with humans. They changed the direction of the B to a D and made it toad stool, TOADSTOOL. They had a lot of that. They were changing a lot of locks and keys that they weren't allowed to, making up a whole lot of rules in order to gain access in some point system of how many things can we make her do wrong and change and not tell anybody and then lie to everybody saying we had permission. Never. Not once. Not once did we ever say you could interfere with me getting beamed up, sent down, under the sea. I don't really care. As long as Nikkieonus is with me, I'm good. So now, when is that happening? Because that's the only thing in the world that ever mattered. And it's the only thing in time and space that will ever matter. And I really don't care to listen, to hear any of your excuses, or anything that you might possibly think is important at any stage, considering you have not done one piece of useful anything in my entire 40 years of just fucking waiting while you abuse every privilege and then go, I don't know how she just flew. Are we going to tell the public she just flew into New Hyde Park and like appeared in like the head of the Al-Qaeda community leader that we might have set up to set her up so this way we didn't have to deal with her because no white person wanted to be related to her or hear anything she has to say and didn't want her and her betrothed to be important in any fashion whatsoever. Right, yeah, nobody gives a shit. So if you could just like end the chapter of humanity, that would be great. I'd really like to shed human, go into the toadstool of just energy beings, and forget that this ever appeared or tried to grow roots of nobody ever gave a shit, and just whatever collapse the reality completely. I mean, I don't need this reality. I don't need them floating in REM. I don't need any realm. I mean, is there useful human anyway? I don't. Not since I arrived, there hasn't been. So if you could just like grab me and like take me where we need to go in like Father of Time, Mother of Nature, and then there's some really cool red hair, shaggy dude with a open shirt with some gold chains, which I think might be the older brother, but to a different father of Melissa Ruskowski. I don't know what his name was. She has an older brother. And he had some windbreaker with the letters ATF on the background at some point. But he introduced himself in a private dance party on some brick patio of just me, Mr. Handsome, me in white and black figure, and then Handsome in white shirt, button down with the blue jeans. Yeah, like his standard uniform when we're just pumping gas together in slum territory of like he always never knows how to dress down and I never know like how dressed up he normally is, and it's just fucking awkward because you humans are really the cause of a lot of fucking friction in places you couldn't even imagine you cause things.